Good day to you, Internet. This is Spider, and this is another review from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. This time we're doing Deluxe Class Skids. He is a green and black Chevy Beat. He's a little bitty hatchback. Painted red taillights, yet they went and splurged for the transparent headlights. Would have been nice to have seen a little bit of extra thrown on there, but whatever. I mean, only problem with having it paint instead of being plastic is it's gonna eventually chip if I'm not careful with it, which I'm never careful with. Custom plates, got his name on them, which really defeats the purpose of being a robot in disguise in my opinion. But oh well, maybe someone thinks the driver's name is Skids. Maybe he craps clear windows, which is a nice touch. They did a lot of clear plastic on this, more than I was expecting. Wish they would have done a better job of hiding that. We can't, have everything. Showing next to a couple of the other figures from the line. We have him next to Sideswipe. The concept Corvette Stingray. They're pretty close in size. Show them off next to Leader Class Prime. This is a good figure. I'm not going to review him because that would take an hour, and I just can't do the justice that this figure deserves. One thing I'll point out on Prime that I love, angry brows. He is angry truck. He will run you down and not care. Get onto the transformation. First thing you want to do is pop out the doors, and those will rotate down. Pull. Make sure you pull all the way out. He's got double jointed knees. Flip out and rotate your feet. Well, his feet, not your feet. I wish I could flip out and rotate my feet. That would be the coolest party trick ever. Fold in the windows. Wrap the fender around the leg. So one time you want to wrap the fender of anything around anything else. Well, unless they put out another transformer that's part of the transformation. Then I guess you would want to do it a second time. Legs are formed. Pull out the arms from the butt of the car. And those splay out. Pull off, open the hood. At this point you probably want to flip the head down. Make sure you peg it down onto where this was mounted at. If it doesn't peg in properly, the Mech Alive feature won't work as well. Well, it doesn't really work that well to begin with because it's a stupid gimmick. Flip in the bottom part of the grill. You can do it later, but it won't flip in as far, and to each his own, I suppose. Spin the entire arm assembly. I said spin. Spin, damn it. Alright, it is spun. The hood underneath the windshield. This part always feels like you're going to break it, but it's pretty solid up on the top. Flip that in, and flipping that in gives you clearance to fold that. And then back here is where you wind up having a judicial amount of pegging. That sounded very dirty. You have pegs in the shoulder blades that go into the stems that the arms are on. You have a peg that the arms are on that goes into the small of his back. And a peg here that goes into his backpack accessory. So everything has to be at like the perfect angle. You have to get a letter from Congress saying that it's okay to transform him this time. Which just claim you're GM and you're going bankrupt and they'll give you money. That was way more work than it should have been. Okay, well now that that's done, we'll peg that part of his backpack behind his neck. Finish pulling his arms down. Flip the rear fenders backwards to give him his little quote-unquote wings, I suppose. Massive arm. That's his internet arm, if you know what I mean. And there we have Skids in robot mode. Mech Alive feature. Pushing on his grill makes him bang his head, I guess. Whatever that's supposed to be. His punchy arm, which also extends his little hand cannon, which I don't know why you would need a cannon if your hand can punch out like that. And yes, I guess you punch and shoot at the same time, which that would hurt. Imagine that in the stomach. Pow! He can flex. He's like, ugh, yeah, I'm a man. I'm a man. Look at that. Ugh. Can't stand up though. He can. The leg kibble actually acts as a good back ankle support. But he does splay out if you're not bracing him properly. Here he is next to Soundwave, also from Revenge of the Fallen, who also likes to flex. He gets the chicks like that because, you know, he's otherwise just a mess of parts. And without the guns, you know, he's not going to get a girl. This is Prime, his workout buddy slash gym instructor. Also likes to flex. That's why Prime gets the girls. That matrix of leadership. No, it's the look at those. Look at those. You got tickets to that gun show? He's got pretty decent articulation. Fake ball joint. Let's say fake. It's a dual swivel on the arm. The shoulder kibble does kind of hinder movement, but it rotates so you can put it out of the way if it's a problem. He's got a bicep swivel, a dual joint in the elbow. His hand has a little bit of posability, which is unnecessary. His big hand. And this little arm right here. Same articulation, except she doesn't have any finger joints. Legs, hip ball sockets, dual socketed or double knees. So that could be why he's not standing up so well if I didn't pull that one out of the way. And he's got ball joint ankles. Looks like he's wearing very bright green bell bottoms. Mine's missing a paint application. His teeth are supposed to have gold and silver paint on them, but mine's missing that. Oh well, something I'll have to add in with marker or, you know, actual paints later. This has been a spider review of Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Class Skids. Until next time. I ride spinning, they don't stop, ride spinning.